Why is it important that you hire a knowledgeable, experienced criminal defense lawyer as early in the process as possible? So there are a lot of reasons getting a good criminal defense lawyer involved as early as possible will benefit you. But first of all, you want to try to prevent criminal charges from being filed in the first place. So a good criminal defense lawyer can, after talking to you, understanding the accusations, your side of the story, can try to reach out to the police to see if they can explain things such that no charge gets filed at all. Sometimes, if that's not going to be possible, they can then contact the DA's office and convince the DA's office, the prosecutor, to reject the case and not file a criminal charge at all. So, that's the first part of a criminal case. If you can prevent a case from actually existing at all, then that's obviously a huge win. If you wait, almost invariably some criminal charge is going to be filed and you'll have lost that opportunity to keep it from being filed. Beyond that, if a case is going to be filed and an officer is going to pursue an arrest warrant, you want to try to handle that on your own terms as discreetly as possible. The last thing you want is the police showing up to your workplace, showing up to your home, and arresting you in a time that's not convenient to you. Inconvenient is a nice way of putting that. That could really disrupt your life, right? God forbid you get arrested and there's no one available to watch your kids and CPS gets called, right? God forbid you get arrested at work and it leads to you being fired. It starts a bunch of rumors about you, etc. God forbid you get pulled over on a random speeding ticket or something, and you have no idea that you have a warrant out for your arrest, and your family doesn't know where you are, etc. So generally, getting a lawyer involved early, they can reach out to the police, and the police, they want to investigate their case and close it and move it on as quickly as possible. So they're usually more than happy to work professionally with a criminal defense lawyer to work out terms of surrender so that you can handle that warrant on your own terms, and ideally at a time and a place where we can make bond arrangements as quickly as possible for you. And so that brings us to bond, right? Hiring a lawyer early on before any of the arrest and the criminal charge happens allows you to make smart choices about your bond. A lot of people don't understand how bond works. I have other posts, other videos about how bond works, but simply there are options. You can pay a cash bond, meaning pay the entire bond. You can go through a bondsman, where generally you pay a percentage of the bond. Personal recognizance or personal bonds may be possible. So there are options. And you want to understand the ins and outs of that and make the best choice for you. And a knowledgeable criminal defense lawyer can walk you through all that and explain it so that you can make the right choice for you. If the case is filed and the arrest warrant is handled, then generally it's going to go through an intake process with a prosecutor looking over it. If it's a felony, they'll present it to a grand jury, and a good, knowledgeable, proactive criminal defense lawyer can intercede at that point and try to convince the prosecutor to reject the case, try to convince the grand jury to dismiss the case. And obviously both of those are fantastic results because no criminal case ever really gets off the ground. If you wait until your first court date, you've probably lost that opportunity. So you want to get somebody in the game, so to say, as early as possible. You also want to preserve crucial evidence. Having a lawyer ask questions to who was there, what possible witnesses, is there video, is there evidence that we can get, are there pictures on your phone, all of these things, and even just something just as simply as getting you to jog your memory and start asking yourself these questions, documenting it so that you don't you lose your phone, and that picture that shows that I was innocent is now gone. That witness, I didn't think to get their info, and now I don't know how to find them. That sort of thing. And all of this is about crafting a proactive plan. The biggest mistake I see people make right after an alleged criminal incident happens is they sit back and they wait. You want to try to be as proactive as possible, as intelligently as possible. You don't want to go out there on your own and say things or do things that can then be used against you. You don't want to hurt yourself. So that's why you want to talk to a knowledgeable, experienced criminal defense lawyer who can help you protect yourself, but also help craft a plan that is proactive and puts you in front of a criminal case. To get you the best possible result, whether that's no charges or reduced charges or the best possible outcome for you.